for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Lloyd 33.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lloyd 33.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, King. 55. Right there in the middle.
Now Mayfield. And this is caught off a deflection. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down.
Run. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, blue down.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Bryant with a catch right side. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
At the 26-yard line.
Real. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Following the interception, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Set, 180. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check 26.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Roethlisberger now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Ben to throw again. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They'll run with Samuels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They come out here in the eye. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So a well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Select 20. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You don't want no.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, Samuels. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. 55.
Here's Mayfield. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Good. 180. 155. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, alert, 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 alert. 55 to mine.
Mayfield down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the run is Connor, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Mike, what's the run? They're running it.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Complete to Bryant. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, it's Connor, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Snickers, got to spin.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And they'll get this down to the 10. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They run with Connor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch up, switch up.
Again, it's Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they'd been down there. They'd been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Alert 3, alert 3.
Connor going to try and run it. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
55. Check 55, Mike. Check Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, let's get this.
Mayfield looks to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. It's caught by OBJ. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. I got you.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
From the red zone now, Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Regular.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. A carry here for the big tight end. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right back to Connor here on 1st. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Connor. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Connor. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Check 16.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my